Here we are on another chip up tutorial. And if I play my cards right this time, this might be the last video in this series. So this one might be a little bit longer than the previous, which is okay with me. I just hope it's okay with you. Now, what I did last time, I ran down to just a little bit of BQ and talked about compressor and drums for this guy. And to know if we got, all I did was really I EQ this kick. You know, skip ahead. That kick has extra sound to it. The kick has an extra sound to it that I didn't notice before. Maybe because right now I have earbuds in, so it sounds a little different. But we're gonna keep it. Everything else is the same. But this is what I did with the PQ. That's a parametric EQ. PQ. I'm having trouble saying that word. I don't know. Anyways, there's other kinds, like, we use that on this. That's just a basic, I also could have used. Something else I have, and I really love, is the API 550A by Waves. Now, this is really cool, but it's a little bit more advanced. It's the fact that you can't really see what you're doing. You gotta go by here. But you should have to go by here anyways. Which is the way it goes. But anyways, let's throw down the EQ on this there. The close hat, the open hat, and the other three things. So let's take a look at what we're doing. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do it each one and then talk about it. So we have. The EQ for the snare. Sometimes you'll see, when you see what it was playing, there's a little gap, almost no sound. So I just pulled that area down. Now we also have, there's a little bit of low end here, but still clear down it, only up down to 310, that area. And I boosted that just a little bit. And I boosted these. I boosted the mid range the most. Just to give it a good mid sound. And then give the highs a little boost to 5,000. Now, you notice you can do it at increments. Look, I used to do it like, oh, that's 3. That's 2.9. Let's put that up a little bit more. That's 3, 2.5, 2. And they all do that. Now I just throw it wherever the hell they go. It's all based on sound. Sometimes visual with a parametric EQ, which don't rely on the visual. Some bad juju there. Now we can go through and throw reverb and all that. We're not doing that. It's just a basic hip hop track to try to get you started into it. Okay, on to the hats. I'm just gonna do them both, then talk about it. Alright, you watching this, you might wonder why I got rid of all this spectrum. Because there's no reason my head should have sound down there. Unless you're doing some sort of weird cinematic kind of thing where you pull them down an octave, which is, I mean, if you're into like EBM, like electronic body music, you call it, kind of industrial kind of stuff. I can see a application for that, but for hip hop, nah. We're gonna kind of lead more towards the live drummer kind of feel. Now, if we're doing like trap, which may be in videos in the future, I would say pitching them down a little bit, maybe, but usually not in a closed hat. And yeah, so I'm gonna take us a step further now, and because I did the same with the open hat, just I left a little bit more, just a little bit of low right here. I don't really call it a low; it's mid-high, based on FL Studios chart here on top. All right, so we did that. Now this guy, the bass, this is going to be a bit trickier. Well, not really. It's pretty straightforward. You know that the lows be high and in the bass range. We cut some of the sub range off just because it would blow big speakers apart. But here it is, here's the bass. No, you really need two knobs. You could add a little on the high end, but I'm not gonna. Just that little hump on the end. Now we have two more things. Piano. And that's, I have my generic preset that cuts everything below 100 hertz, which is pretty good. It's a pretty good bass. But you know you don't want pitch anything other than the sub bass and the bass and the kick drum. You do want those below 100, but pretty much nothing else. pretty good. Now I've got to mix it with the faders. That'll be in the very next video. And the next video will be the end of this series of. Oh, wait. Oh, it won't be. But the mix with the faders. And then we'll master it, and it'll be complete. So thank you for watching this video. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. And I guess that's it. Be safe for another week. Just out there in this crazy world. Peace and much love to you. Catch you all later.